Sharpen your sword cause the time is near. Gotta do it big like Bon Iver. I'm a rock star on a chandelier. Off the walls, yeah, I'm about to go crazy. For the beast, anybody that can tame me.
I'm gonna try a new foundation. I'm not sure which one yet. I got the L'Oreal Infallible Full Coverage in the shade 312, which is Cocoa. And I got the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear in the shade 535 Espresso. So this one's supposed to be pinker and this one's supposed to be bluer. Either way, they're both cool tones, so one of them should probably work for me. Ugh, my hair is dripping, hold on. Okay, now I can think. Okay, so I've already moisturized my face. Today we're gonna try out a new primer. This is the L'Oreal Magic Perfecting Base Face Primer. So before I put on my primer, let's try swatches. Oh, well, I'm gonna try both of these foundations. I'm just not sure which one I want to try first. This is the just Infallible Total Coverage. And this is the Infallible Fresh Wear. I think I'm gonna go with this one, the Fresh Wear, because the undertone looks better. Or maybe this one's just too light. Because I mean, I don't know, it could darken down, but I usually try to try things on weekends, but I didn't get around to it this weekend. And it's a new work week, so I should go with something safe. So I'll be trying this foundation all week with different primers, now that I've got my matte primers back in place. This one, it doesn't say right on it that it's a matte primer, but then when you look through the benefits, it does say mattifying. And the other one is Total Coverage. This one I don't think is breathable and buildable. And as usual, I have not wet a sponge ahead of time. And I'm not going to use one of my brushes yet because I need to wash my brushes. Basically, I didn't accomplish anything this weekend. Here we go. Shade 535 Espresso. Oh, this is very lightweight. And I think it matches my forehead. Of course, I'm not wearing my glasses and I'm not looking in my hand mirror. So I can't like see details, see if there is a stark contrast. Okay, let's see how it did. Okay, that is a good color. I think so. But I definitely have to use that buildable aspect of it because that is not enough. So I think that was like 2 more pumps. Okay, now it looks a little deep. For some reason, there's always a gap in the blue undertone shades. There's this one, or then I have to go like way too light, and I'd rather go a little bit too dark. Or I could go back and see if they have another deeper one that's about this range, but in the pink. Just can't do their reds, because their reds are orange. And I think that's pretty good. I don't want to really risk putting on too much, like looking cakey or messing things up. I'm just gonna leave that as is, and we'll just conceal the other spots. So I'm using my Revolution Conceal and Define in the shade C15. This is actually usually what I base my comparisons for my foundations on, is this, because this is a really good foundation shade and concealer shade for me. So this is close. It's just a little rich, but pretty. So I think it'll work. I think that's a good start. So I've got this She Rosehip oil that I've tried before. I like it, but so much comes out, and I'm not even gonna squeeze it. I'm just gonna use the excess from last time. And even like the lightest, tiniest squeeze, and it's like everywhere. So let's get some highlight on. Okay, today I'll use a Conceal and Define in the shade 13.5. And I'm gonna slide a little bit of 12 in there just because I like 12. Let's blend that bad boy out. I just took all the coverage off my nose. Somehow I can pat it back on. Guess maybe I was just pushing too hard or sliding too much. Okay, and we need to set my highlight. Using the pretty pink powder. So I have set all my highlighted areas. And then I like to go with a little bit of extra highlight powder, but not cream, down here. And And it's from here too. See if I can pretend like I have a little bit more definition today. I'm using the Amuse eyeshadow primer. Okay, well, I'm gonna let that sit for just a moment. I'm going to put on some of the Essence Tint and Color Shot Lip Stain. I don't know, it's the dark purple one. I really like putting on lip stains before I put on my lipstick these days, because that way if I don't touch up my lips, there's still something on there. I'm gonna use these Revolution Pro dealies. This is in the shade Epiphany. My alarm just went off, sorry. I'm going to blend that out. So my friend Jeanette gave me these dealies here from Makeup Forever. There's Starlit Glitter. It's so pretty. And there are two others. Never mind about that. I go in with Bronze Peach from Coastal Scents. And then my transition-y crease area, I will do Burn to Umber by Coastal Scents. So I have Glitter Goals liquid eyeshadow from NYX in the shade Imaginarium. And I also have this glitter cream eyeshadow from Ulta in this shade Psych. Well, actually it has an exclamation point, so I guess it's Psych! Whatever. Do people even say that anymore? I haven't said that since like junior high? At least 25 years ago. Okay, so I'm gonna start with Psych. Oh yeah. I thought this was gonna be a little creamier, like thicker, heavier coverage, but that's fine. And this is Imaginarium. And I'm gonna let those sit and talk amongst themselves for a moment. Blur my edges, starting with the pink one, and going back over into Imaginarium. I guess that works. Dust off my bake. Throw on some Zane blush from Juvia's Place, Saharan Blush Volume 1. I'm gonna double down and do another contouring blush. I'm gonna use Abby. Use my Ben Nye Nutmeg Powder for my face like I normally do. Basically, I was pressing that into the foundation. That's what I normally do to start. Just pressing it into the foundation when I first apply it, and then I actually brush it out to smooth it. It's nothing spectacular today, but still cute. Okay, set my face with my RCMA No Color Powder. And then I'm also gonna set my lips. Brush out my brows. And then I'm gonna use the powder brush that I use for my brown Ben Nye powder. And knock off some of this powder. I need to stop putting highlight there. Why do I do that sometimes? Whatever. Okay. I'm going to use Confidential, which is the Revolution Pro, another purple pencil, but not the one I use there. And then we're going to use this holographic lip cream. I got this, I think my kids dragged me into Forever 21. I got it from there. I have nothing wrong with Forever 21. I'm just Forever 41. Actually, I'm not 41, but I will be soon. So put on this holographic lip cream in the shade Bronze. Fine. Rose water. Excessive level of rose water. Highlight with holographic lights. Revolution. And while my face is still a little damp, go in with this Starlit Glitter. I guess the shade is S111. It's what my friend Jeanette recently gave me, and it's So pretty. I think this is one of the ones that they said isn't eye safe. So I'm not going to put it directly on my eye, but I'm going to put it near it. Two of the ones, they're like powders, were like recommended for eyes, and the other ones didn't say what they're for. But, and you know what? It's not gritty, so why must I be a child? Oh, now actually now that's on the lips, it does feel gritty. Whatever, don't have time to care. Okay, so face is done. Oh no, eyeliner. Classic felt tip eyeliner from Ulta. Oh, Lord have mercy, what? I totally messed that mess up. So that Ulta eyeliner is a lot wetter than my usual ones, and when I tried to like just smudge it a little bit, it went everywhere. And then I tried to cover it up and blend it out, and it like reactivated and went everywhere again. That's how my life works. I was doing well on time, so something stupid had to happen. I'm not opening up my other powder again. I'm just putting whatever's on the brush on here. That's my highlight setting powder. And then I'm gonna go back with my brown powder brush, because probably has some residue on it of my translucent or no color setting powder and the brown powder. So that is what we're going with. Actually, I will be putting on some mascara, but not now, because if I leave now, I will be on time for work. Set my face with D-Slick from Urban Decay. Okay, so we are at 10 hours. I have not blotted, I have not touched up anything other than I put some extra lip balm on because my lips were dry. I did end up doing the mascara. It kind of helped hide my eyeliner mess I made. But I'm relatively matte. And this is for 10 hours. I mean, my nose has got a little bit. Actually, when I get home, I will blot and see how much transfer I have, but I haven't seen any transfer or anything I've touched so far today. Check in again later. Bye. Okay, in this lighting, foundation does look a little dark compared to my chest, but it matches my neck. So this is semi-indoor lighting. I'm like right in the lobby of the office. So you can see that's outside. Earlier I was in the stairwell. And this is outside, so now we're in outdoor lighting. I don't think it looks bad. I think the undertone is right. I think it's just maybe a smidge too deep. And again, I'm gonna check it when I get home. Okay, so we're at about 11 and a half hours now. I still haven't touched up anything, obviously. And I did some eating, so that's why my lipstick is like completely gone. Let's see here. So as I said earlier, a little bit shiny, but not very. I'm gonna blot it back down pretty decently. Hold it at that angle, you can see there's really not a ton of transfer. Anyway, so one thing I was noticing when I was in the natural lighting is you can kind of see my skin is a little bit lighter than the foundation here. But I still think it's a good color. It'll probably be perfect this summer. You know, if I actually go outside. I don't normally go outside. That glitter, I'm really happy about up here that I threw on, but I should not have put it on my lips. That just looked really silly when my lipstick faded. Okay, let me take off that scarf, it's killing me. So this is what we have for, you know, coverage. Again, that side's faded pretty well though, so you can't really see the dark spot as well. The side's not as faded, and so it really shows up. Plus, well, I mean, the spot's right there. This, I think, is like a bruise or something. I don't know. Okay, now that I've been touching my face though, is I use these two fingers for, so you can just make a comparison from these two fingers are the ones I just rub my face with, and these ones aren't. So there's a little bit of transfer my hands too. So I guess a little bit comes off more, a little bit more comes off with your hands than it does on the cloth. But I'm gonna try it with a different primer tomorrow. Actually, I'm gonna be trying this all week with different primers, and then also different concealing options. That one did not claim to be full coverage anyway. So, well, it's a decent coverage. I mean, that spot isn't super duper obvious. Ones down there aren't super duper obvious. It's just that bad boy doesn't want to behave. Okay, until next time.